They love us. Okay? They love us. So,
They're
just
just
with
no good.
these. Oh, thank you.
This that are so good.
I know. I should have maybe gotten that.
Sasa tena si concentrate sasa tena. Hii magnet ndio hiyo. Hivyo.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
poa.
Yeah, how is it looking?
Good.
Let me see. Come even be able to be. Oh, your hair looks fine. That's okay. Yeah, we'll work with it. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and it is Mrsbenachi here, and again I'm here with my lovely husband. Okay, and today guys we have another vlog for you guys, a little discussion, so we're out having a nice little coffee. I got my juice. It's a nice little date, no kids. No kids, huh?
No kids.
Yeah, so it's just time for us to just reconnect, and we wanted to bring you guys along on our nice little coffee date. Yeah, so babe.
I'm over here stirring my coffee so I can get going with you.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
man.
got my juice, y'all.
I have double shots because, man, I didn't sleep.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You want to try this?
Nah,
That's so
I'm
good.
good with coffee. Oh, that's good, man. That's good.
Let's get it, guys.
Tamsan.
So today, babe, I wanted us to discuss the importance of being in a relationship or being married or being in a serious relationship, okay? Because not everybody's married, right? But some
Yeah.
people have serious relationships, and why it's important for us to carve out time alone.
Yeah.
And we can talk about a little bit about our experience, what we've learned about
Yeah.
quality time and the love language. Yeah. Tunafungua roho. Yeah. Just a little bit. Okay, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so
like now we don't have kids. It's just us. I think the
it's-
whole day's been just
yeah,
us today.
it's just not like we don't have kids. We have kids,
We have
literally,
kids.
but Leo, we don't have them here. They're in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in school. They now we wanna tambua vitabu.
Yes.
So it's giving us time for us. I would say time, quality time. It shouldn't just be because we don't have kids right now. They're somewhere else. I just feel like it should always be there. That time should be always allocated for having quality time in serious relationship. Yeah, even right now, like I'm a dad.
Yeah.
Quality time with my daughter and my son, it's needed.
Oh, facts.
Otherwise, they just pass you. You won't have connection.
Exactly.
So you as a woman, what are the things that like you defining quality time as a woman?
Okay. For me, I'm not going to speak about nobody else. Okay. We are putting that as a disclaimer. But for me as a woman,
Yeah.
quality time is time spent like this, right? We don't have any interruptions. Nobody's calling me saying, mommy. Nobody's calling you. Your phone's blowing up.
I know my phone is always blowing up.
even I know. Okay, like another thing is like for me, let's say watching TV together, I don't count that as quality time.
Yes, I want.
I don't. And you know that, but for you, that's quality time.
Because there's nobody interrupting, just me and you watching, doing something.
I know, but see, for me, right? Like I would want to be cuddled up,
It's okay. It can't just be always just being cuddled all the time.
But I want your full undivided attention, right? So every woman is different, and every man is different, right? So we can watch TV, and that's quality time. So since I know that about you, we watch TV together, and that's quality time.
Exactly.
Right?
So my point is, I think we also should break down quality time.
Okay.
That it shouldn't just be one thing.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, like this time around, it can be watching. It can be just walking.
Yes.
Around the park together, driving
Driving around, exactly.
Yeah, it can't just be always cuddling, so that can be only categorized as
Quality time.
quality time. It can be anything. Like right now, we're just having coffee and you're having your juice, and we just have our own time.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
understand? Nobody here. You
Right.
see, my phone is facing down.
Yes,
Silent
yes,
mode.
yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like for me, over the time we've met, being in marriage, being with you in a similar relationship, you know,
Yes.
uh, I really came to understand what quality time is, and I also always kind of was disagreeing with you on quality time
Oh,
because I'm
yes,
like,
yes,
it
yes.
can't just be the way you want. Nah, it can't just be like only when quality time is being counted is only when we're cuddling.
Yeah.
Nah, it can't be just
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Listen, for the cuddlers out there, y'all feeling me? Y'all feeling me?
But all I can say is just meeting in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be your way, be my way, and it can be now us meeting in the middle. So we have to balance so that it just doesn't have to be boring. It can be boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be boring. It can be boring watching. It can get boring cuddling all the time. Too
Yes.
much of something, you
It's-
know.
it's-
Yeah, you have to
yeah.
balance and do it differently.
Exactly. So what I would say is
Yeah.
in any relationship there has to be a balance.
Yeah.
Now let's go back a little bit to, let's say, before kids, quality time before kids, and then we'll do quality time after kids.
Yeah, that's fine. That
Right?
sounds good.
So
Yeah.
like dating phase of quality time. Ooh, child, we were like this. So this hand was like
Oh my goodness. It just reminded me. Oh.
You wanna put me on blast? I was so
Guys,
mad. I was so mad at
No,
you.
no, no, I gotta say this.
I was so
honestly.
mad.
So, her, man, it was always like in the car, she just wants my hand. Like this.
Yes.
So she's gonna be okay driving with one hand.
Yes.
Or I have to be okay driving with one hand, but the other hand just holding her. Because her love language, physical touch is just number one.
Number
So I
one.
was struggling with that.
Yes.
Because I'm like, hey, drive, man. I ain't going nowhere. Mimi niko hapa bana. Siendi mahali jamaa.
He's like, use both of your hands, and I'm
Hands.
like, no, I'm a pro at this. Like,
I'm
hold
like,
my hand.
I'm here. Osha shikwa mkono. Like, you're holding hands until now. It's hard.
And it's we're sweating.
Yeah, it's sweating now.
Yes.
Like, come on. Give me a break, man. Just kidogo. So I was struggling with that. So she always wanted me all the time to hold her hand. It doesn't matter if you're driving, public, or everything. So one day, we're in Philadelphia,
Yes.
Philly town, and we were on the walkway, right next on the road you're walking.
The sidewalk.
The sidewalk, yeah. And I was holding her hand like this. So we were walking like this, and then I saw people coming, and njia ni ndogo. So we can't fit all of these people. So holding her hand was like blocking them to come through. So I let go of her hand so these people can go through. Come on, she got mad
Why you do that?
because now the way was not big enough for all these people.
They could have gone around. They could have gone around. Not in the middle of us. Not in the middle.
Oh, my
Okay.
goodness. And she got so mad. I was like, "Are you serious?" I got mad too, and I was like,
Yes. It was a whole
I was
conversation.
like, man, I'm not holding your hands right now. Let's just go because it just pissed me off. I was like, serious, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just here, and these people walking directly this way. We have to give them way, share the way. So I let go of her hand, man, and she got so mad. I was like, "Ai, pia mimi ndo nilijua pia mimi nakasirika."
You know,
I was
this
so
is,
mad. I don't think you ever seen me mad like that at that time.
no.
I got so
And
mad.
then you know, babe, mapenzi imeshika kushika kushika. This is, you know, the dating phase of the relationship.
I know, I get
It is we're on the phone all the time, we're texting all the time, we're spending a lot of quality time together. So it's, you know,
I get it. I understand. I understood after talking, after coming down and, you know, I was like,
Yes.
nah, come on, man. I was like, you gonna hold on that steering wheel and drive. Don't hold my hands. Let's go. Just drive, because your time's gonna drive. Mhm.
So that's just an example, right?
Yeah.
So that's actually two examples of one us driving the car and us walking, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the changes that had happened after we had a
Yeah.
baby
Yeah.
with quality time and physical touch, right?
Yeah.
Because even the driving part, even us driving together, that's still quality time, right? So how do you feel, or like I should say, did you feel a difference after we had Ollie with quality time?
Yeah, I did. I did. This is a whole conversation,
Which
but
one just a
just
little
sip
bit?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I break it down like this. You know, when you're pregnant, I was right there
Yes.
with you through through the time and everything. I was bringing you food in the
Yes.
middle of
At
the
4
night,
a.m. in the morning,
kushuka
daily.
stairs every day. Man, I was tired, man.
Yes.
So I gave you all my attention, all my care,
Yes.
and then Olivia came, and your mind and everything just shifted to Olivia.
Shifted
I felt
completely.
forgotten actually, and the quality time and everything, it was just with the baby.
Yeah.
The baby took everything. I felt forgotten actually at that time,
Yeah.
before I came to realize and understand the whole thing, because you know so the quality time thing changed.
Yeah.
Our relationship changed
Yes.
because all your mind was on the baby, and the care that I was getting, I felt like, man, I'm not getting that care.
Yeah.
It's like the baby took everything.
Uh-huh.
So I saw a really big difference actually when the baby came.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, man, everything is all about the baby. Everything. I'm like,
Literally
yeah, it was
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I think the first 3 to 4 months, it was a struggle. It was a struggle
Yeah.
on the quality time thing. Yes, because the baby occupied everything.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to wake up every 3 hours
hmm
because the baby needs to eat.
Yeah.
Change diaper a million times a day. The baby's crying, picking up the baby. So a lot changed during that time, right? So what would you tell any man that's
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
when it comes to that season of life when it has adjusted from when it was just the two of you to now there's a baby? Because then now you are wiser,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Our kids
yeah.
are grown, and at that time you weren't understanding. If somebody was able to give you advice, right? Like, what advice would you give a couple right now that's either expecting a baby or maybe they have like a really tiny little baby, a newborn,
Yeah.
on
yeah.
the quality change?
Yeah, I would say I'll speak of what I didn't really picture before, while the baby was on the way.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that there's another human being coming.
Well, you have
Okay?
something right here.
There's another human being coming who's really expectant for us to take care of
Yes.
her. You understand?
Yes.
She cannot take care of herself. You have to do everything for her.
Yes.
Right. It
Yes.
can be your daughter or your son, whoever's coming. So the thing that I didn't picture was like this another human being coming, and there's some things she's gonna take away from us.
Yes.
You understand? So my point, I would say, just know that you're bringing someone to life, someone who cannot do anything for themselves. They actually depending on you as parents 100%, and through that time everything changes. Just be ready for change, where you've never had a baby before,
Yes.
never had a baby in a room before. You're going to see difference
Yeah.
in your life. You've never taken care of a little one through the
Yes.
night. Just know there's the difference coming. And what I would say is, it depends on your pregnancy, the way it is.
Oh
Because
yeah.
ours was tough, towards the end.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
And it kind of really affected our minds. It
Mm-hmm.
affected your
Yeah.
mind and affected mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it just depends on the pregnancy. Like for you, we were good until the last 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
No, the last 1 month.
Yeah, because she came early.
She
Yeah.
came early, yeah. And what we went through the hospital was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really bad that it affected me and
Yeah.
it did affect you.
Mm-hmm.
And so being affected before we got into the real change that we were anticipating, plus that, it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
your mind was not straight,
Mm-hmm.
mine wasn't. And we lost some things that we were supposed to kind of put our eyes on.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like not forgetting each other.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
though we are taking care of the baby, we still have a responsibility
Mm-hmm.
of making sure our relationship is good.
Yeah.
You don't feel left out. I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel left out. And we have responsibilities of, you know, making our marriage the way it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
and not put it on the baby as an
Excuse.
excuse. You
Yeah.
understand? You know, it's the baby. No, the baby didn't do anything wrong. We understood our responsibilities before the baby came.
Yeah.
So what makes it change when the baby comes? We are still answerable. And it's not just one person, not you or me. As a couple, we
Yeah.
are answerable. Where you have to play your part, I have to play my part. Where I'm like, hey, we just took care of our baby. Now let's take care of ourselves. Because if
Exactly.
we don't, we are derailing.
Yeah.
And our relationship is not going to be okay. You know, so this is not like a one-sided thing. It's
Yeah,
both-sided
it's both
thing. Yeah. So
sides.
don't forget about your responsibility in the relationship. Play your part. The baby is just an additional responsibility
Yeah.
that the baby responsibility should not take away the other responsibilities or left them hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have to spread our wings across the board, like taking care of the baby and taking care of ourselves, making sure the relationship is good. That's what I can say. Because honestly, if you forget about your responsibilities as a couple, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will feel left out. I will feel left out.
Exactly.
You know, and that's where
Yeah.
the problem comes in. But knowing that, hey, these are our responsibilities and it shouldn't change. We're just adding on more
Yeah, more
responsibilities. We are not
responsibilities.
switching
Yeah.
or forgetting the other responsibilities, you know? So that's what I can say, man. Like, you're having a baby coming and this is your first time and you're really kind of understanding what we're talking about quality time or the responsibility of relationship. Yeah, I'm just reminding you that, hey, it's just an additional responsibility
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, and you gotta try to balance.
Yeah, you have to balance.
Yeah, you gotta try to
Yeah,
balance.
yeah.
That's the one thing we learned with our firstborn, right?
Yeah.
Secondborn was completely different.
That was
Cause
different.
cause I mean the pregnancy first off was different. It was, oh my God, Ooh, the Lord came through with this one.
Yeah.
It was good. Yes, he still came early,
Mm-hmm.
but we were in and out of the hospital within literally
Yeah.
2 days or 3 days.
It
We
was
were
good.
that
There
was
no
good.
problem.
So now let's fast forward a little bit to now that our kids are a little bit older, right? So for the couples that have kids that are a little bit older, the question is really now, okay, you are able to get out of the house. If you have house help,
Yeah.
or if you have your mom, or if you have somebody that's helping, right? Are you taking that, what is it called? Are you taking that chance to work on your quality time with your spouse, right? Because now for us, our kids are a little bit older. Now we out.
We
We
out,
out here
man.
in these streets.
No more kids, man. It's
We're
our
out here
time
in
now.
these,
Now it's our
yeah.
time, man.
Like, and I feel like once, no, actually, when was our vacation after Liam was born? Where did
We went
go?
to Puerto Rico.
We went to Puerto Rico, and I
After
think he was
very long-
one.
Yeah.
He was one. We waited until he was one. I was actually still nervous to go on that vacation when we went to Puerto Rico. I was so nervous,
But we needed it.
and I kept calling. I kept calling my mom. How's Liam doing? That little man was not even worried about me.
Nah.
Like, he was living his best life with grandma. He was fine.
Yeah.
And I think as moms, we are so attached to our kids and we worry so much about them that even when you're on vacation, it's like you still got to call, you still got to FaceTime,
Yeah, we get attached to our kids too as men. It's just that for you guys it's different. But there's one thing that doesn't change even on the man's side. I know that the kid was in your womb for 9 months.
Yes.
There's like that mother and daughter or son connection
Yes.
before mine, right? But I was there. I spoke to my kids
The
in the
facts.
belly, and
Yep.
they used to kick when I'm speaking. They knew.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I want to say is taking care of the kids. You can take care of the kids in so many ways, or I can take care of you in so many ways. There is that requires presence, and there's that my presence is not there, but I'm still taking care of you
Yeah.
and the kids. You understand? Especially for the kids, making sure there's somebody to feed the kids. Make sure the kids are good.
Yeah.
There's nothing going wrong. There's somebody there, whether you're paying or you called your sister, your mom, or your grandmother.
Right.
You understand? Making sure they're good.
Yes.
You understand? But what I saw with you was just like, if you're not there, there's nobody who's taking care of the kids. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
you just left your mom and your cousin there with you, you know, and you know they're taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
Take your mind off that a little bit. Remember that you got life that you got to live, because if you're not straight, the kids are not.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know
very
these
true.
kids, they can drive you crazy. You need
Yeah.
air to breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's okay for you to feel like, hey man, I'm concerned about the baby, and I have to, you know, we are always concerned. It's just like we move differently. We're
Yeah,
like,
that's
hey,
true.
I may not show it like you do, but I'm concerned about my kids, man, and my baby, you know. So if I make sure that, okay, mom did everything they're supposed to do, or whoever we have put to work, if we have a
Yes.
house help,
Yes.
you just make sure they do all
What
they
they're
need to
supposed
do.
to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
it's different. I'm not saying you should stop worrying about your kids when you're far away. It's just from men's side is a little bit different, but it doesn't change that we care about the kids. You know, you women are nervous, and
Yeah.
your expressions shows more than
Yes. The
men's
men.
expressions. You know, so it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
Hey, we went. I told
Yes,
you
we
take your
went.
mind off.
Yes,
We
and I.
slept.
Oh my God, we slept. Oh my
Yeah.
God, babe, we slept. We slept.
And
Like,
then we woke up feeling good.
yeah, and refreshed. And I think maybe after like the second day, I wasn't even bothered about
Yeah.
calling and checking up on Liam as much. But that's the one thing that I would say is definitely taking that quality time, and whether you need to go somewhere, maybe a
Yeah.
staycation, or just getting out the house where like it is
Even if
just,
it's for 2 hours.
yeah, exactly.
But these 2 hours disconnect
Yes.
from what is going on in the house.
Yes.
The reason why you're getting out for 2 hours is for you to disconnect a little bit
Exactly.
and reflect back to you. You need self-reflection and check on yourself before somebody else does.
Exactly.
Because if I check on you and you're not checking on yourself, it's not reaching somewhere.
Yeah.
But you check on yourself and make sure, hey, my mind is running straight because the little ones, they're depending on me. So if I'm not
Yes.
good, as a man of the house, when I leave, I'm like, hey man,
Exactly.
the pressure is high,
Yeah.
but I have to make sure I'm thinking straight,
Exactly.
so I don't, I don't mess up or not bring what the family is expecting me to. Yeah. So it's just like you check on yourself. You're like, man, this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
How can I be okay? And this is where my point is coming in. Like, don't forget the other responsibilities. The responsibility of even taking care of yourself,
Yeah, that's true.
checking up on yourself, making, hey man, so I'm the mom. I have to breastfeed. If I don't take care of myself,
Yeah.
I won't have that milk for
Yeah.
her. So you have to balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about balancing.
Balancing, because
It's all
we woke up, we're like, what time is it? What?
Yeah, we slept.
We slept, but it was
until like the
refreshing.
next day, until the afternoon.
Yeah, and we were like, man, I don't care even if you don't go to see sightseeing in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It was
we
just like
rested.
we just wanted to come down.
Yeah.
And,
And
so you see, like, it's just a matter of not get rid of the other responsibilities. Yeah, the quality time has to keep
Yeah,
going
it
on.
has to keep going.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
as we wrap this up,
Mhm.
so what advice, just maybe give one advice to a gentleman and one advice to a woman concerning this in the relationship with quality time.
I'll do for men. You do for women.
Okay, do one for men.
Well, ladies first.
Okay, ladies 1st.
Mhm.
So I would piggyback off of what he already said, right? So the first one would be spending time together and letting your spouse know what your love language is and like what's the most important piece or aspect of what your quality time is, right? So for me, my husband already knows what it is and he know what to do. So you need to ask your mate, like, do you really know which is like my top love language when it comes to like quality time, or like what do you really like? That's what I would say. And then after y'all discuss, then y'all can move forward with that, okay? And then the second one I would say is, just as a woman, is just taking care of yourself, just period, just on facts. Don't let yourself go after you have kids. Like, don't do that. Don't. We didn't.
Like, what do you mean, though? Break it down, man.
Okay. So for the longest time, babe, even
Mm.
before we had kids, I used to just, and I'm not throwing shade. This is just facts, okay? I'm not throwing shade. So I would always see women, like they might just leave the house looking any kind of way, and I would just be like, why they doing that?
Because
Like,
they had kids.
yeah, and majority of these women that I would see, they all have kids, and I never understood. But after I had, birthing two babies, I get it. But there's also that grace period that you have, that, yeah, you can look like that because you're tired, waking up every 2 to 3 hours, you're exhausted, you're breastfeeding nonstop is exhausting, it's tiring. Maybe, you don't have house help and you're doing everything by yourself, you're
Yeah,
tired.
yeah, it's too much.
But then now, after, the baby's a little bit older, it's time for us to, snatch back. We're gonna, because ladies, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell y'all something. A man is a man, and a man got eyes, and a man gonna look. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Right. This is facts. So the man that was attracted to you prior to the baby is still the same man that seen every day. So, ladies, let's snatch back. Listen, you still gotta look sexy for your man. That's just on period. On period. Go ahead, baby.
I'll pick it from you, but you, as a man, you have always to make sure your woman is good. Because, and before I get to the men part, I'll take you back to the responsibility part.
Yes.
Yeah, you're breastfeeding, you're doing all these things. It's too much, right? You do all that until you forget about yourself.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I'm saying.
Don't forget about yourself.
Yeah.
But me as a man, I'm always supposed to remind you, make sure you're good. I did that.
Yeah, whole
I told
facts.
you, what's that? Like, nah, you can't.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I go to the closet myself.
Yes.
I'm like,
Oh my
this
God.
is all you gotta put on right now
What?
because your body changed. Like, man, you have to love your body the way it is.
Yes. Yes.
I was
Yeah,
there too.
good husband.
Exactly. And I did not feel ashamed because your body changed.
Yeah.
I was good with it. So, as a man, always make sure that you're supporting your woman because, bro, I think women, and it's not think, I know. After all I saw,
Yes.
women go through a lot
We do.
with their emotions and self-love and all these things. We as men, we always have to remind you, giving you those word of affirmation.
Yes.
They come through, right?
Yes, they do.
So
they
my
do.
point is, I really understand what you're saying, and I had that in my mind, and I was like, man, I will always try to make sure that you're good.
Yeah.
When you forget about yourself, I remind you. I never got tired of that, and until now, I never stopped.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it's
Very
not just,
true.
it's
Very
not just
true.
because your body's not or whatever. No,
Yeah.
as a man, I will always like do that. So I'll tell my fellow men, like, make sure your woman is good, not just the way they look, even in their mind and the emotions,
Yeah.
what they're going through. I can buy you a nice dress. You look good, but you're broken inside.
Yeah.
Nah, I have to check on you from the inside to the outside.
Yeah.
I value the inside first before the outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's facts.
So, as a man, that's our role. Apart from that, there's nothing else more. It's just full support.
Yeah.
Full support. So I'll tell my man, full support, man. You know, when the body changes, love your woman.
Yeah.
The way you're supposed to. When you do mistakes, you know, like acknowledge your mistakes and always trying to be better. You know. Yeah, we're not perfect. Things happen.
Yeah.
When you get into marriage or getting in a phase of having kids,
Yeah.
you meet different new things that you didn't know.
Yes.
New
Yeah.
things comes up, and sometimes you do something like, man, I did mistake this way, but you're like, now I'm gonna use this mistake.
Yeah.
I will use this mistake to learn and do better.
Yeah.
Because next time when I see it coming, I will know this is what I did last time. So, as a man who is a dad, I've learned so much since we've had kids until now. I would say I keep getting better.
Yeah, that's very true.
I keep getting better all the time. When I do mistakes, I don't let the mistakes get me down.
Yeah.
As a man, always keep up, man. Just keep pushing. Make sure your family is good. You know, things happen out here. A lot of things where if you're not a strong man, it's gonna be so bad for your family. So support your women, support your family, make sure they're good. And when time of pregnancy, you need full support.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
All right, guys.
Yeah, man.
I hope we shed some lights. Okay. I think we're gonna need to do like a marriage series or like a marriage conference or something. Y'all put it down in the comments, okay?
Not just marriage, for people who are in
Or
relationships.
just or just anybody in a relationship. Cause listen, we've been in this game, in this marriage game, okay? We ain't newbies. We've been in this game going on 10 years, maybe 10.
10
Okay,
years.
so we have words of wisdom and words of encouragement. Okay, guys.
And we're still learning.
And we're still learning. Yeah, because I'm telling you, we are ever growing and ever evolving. Yeah. So guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. We are trying to hit 10K, 10K, 10K.
More than 10K.
More than 10K. But you know, we're just being a little humble, okay? 10K, okay, guys? And thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. And guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Peace out.